Prime Minister Modi will meet Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus today for the first time since the interim government took charge after the ouster of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina just last July. Prime Minister Modi and Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus were actually seated together, as you can see in those visuals, at a dinner hosted along the sidelines of the BIMSTEC summit in Thailand's Bangkok. This is from Thursday evening. The Prime Minister was seen seated between Mr. Yunus and Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. This comes amid a stress in bilateral relations between New Delhi and Dhaka following the ouster of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on the 5th of August last year, also in the light of the treatment of minorities in Bangladesh. In fact, Dhaka had requested a bilateral meeting on the sidelines of this BIMSTEC summit in Bangkok to sort out differences, but Prime Minister Modi's schedule in Thailand did not mention the requested meeting. In fact, the Ministry of External Affairs is yet to confirm the development, but as per our sources, Prime Minister Modi will meet Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus today for the first time since the interim government took charge in Dhaka and after the ouster of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Prime Minister Modi and Mohammad Yunus were seated together at a dinner hosted along the sidelines of the BIMSTEC summit in Bangkok. In fact, the Prime Minister was seen seated between Mr. Yunus and Nepal's Prime Minister. My colleague Vishal Vivek has been tracking the finer developments in Bangkok for us. He joins us live at the moment. Vishal, besides the key takeaways from the 6th BIMSTEC summit, also take us through what we know regarding this meeting between Prime Minister Modi and Bangladesh's Mohammad Yunus. We are given to understand that the Ministry of External Affairs is yet to confirm the development.
That is correct. So it's yet to be confirmed from the Indian side. No official statement from the Indian side about the meeting, supposed meeting between Bangladesh's leader Mohammad Yunus and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But there have been many reports in the last 24 hours from the Bangladeshi media side particularly that say that there will be a meeting today, and we have also confirmed from the Bangladeshi side that there will be a meeting, but there's no clarity when exactly the meeting would be. It could be after the main summit it's over or before. That remains to be seen. And also on the other hand, as you mentioned, there could be another meeting between the two PMs, PM Modi and PM KP Sharma Oli. There have been no meetings for almost a year now. Last time they met was in September in New York, I think. So two important meetings could happen today on the stage of BIMSTEC, on the sidelines of BIMSTEC, and BIMSTEC itself is in focus because we've been saying that it needs to step up. It's been around for about 3 decades now, but it hardly has any visibility. People actually don't know about it. There have been many criticisms around the summit that even the full form of BIMSTEC itself is too hard to remember and pronounce. So those are one of the things that even experts have been telling. So all of that will be in focus when the meeting starts at 10 a.m. local time here, which would be about 11:30 for guys in India.
As always, Vishal, thanks so much for joining us with the lowdown. In fact, for further clarity, we also have with us Strategic Affairs expert Brahma Chellaney on the broadcast. As always, sir, thank you so much for making time out for us. This meeting on the sidelines of the BIMSTEC summit in Bangkok, we know it will be significant as it follows months of tensions between Dhaka and Delhi over attacks on minorities and also Sheikh Hasina's continued stay in Delhi. Are you optimistic about the outcome, sir?
The timing is rather odd because Yunus has made no course correction. His alliance with Islamists continues. He has released terrorists and violent Islamists from jail. 174 prisoners linked to outlawed militant outfits like the ISIS-linked JAMB have been released by the Yunus regime. The human rights situation in Bangladesh remains grim. In fact, the Bangladesh Army Chief, General Zaman, said a few weeks ago that, quote-unquote, we are going through a chaotic situation. This is the reality, that Bangladesh has descended into jihadist chaos. And to make matters worse, Mr. Yunus is whipping up anti-India sentiment in Bangladesh and also working with India's adversaries. The Yunus regime a few weeks ago hosted an ISI delegation. The ISI delegation came on a secret visit.
Right.
And then in about 2 weeks from now, the Yunus regime will be hosting Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, Mr. Ishaq Dar. And as we all know that Mr. Yunus just recently went to China, where on Chinese soil, he made some unfriendly remarks about India, especially about India's northeastern region, the seven sister states in India's northeast. So given that background, the timing of this meeting, bilateral meeting between Yunus and Prime Minister Modi, seems a bit odd.
Right, as always, sir, thank you so much for joining us with your views. We will, of course, keep in touch with you for regular updates and also to discuss the outcomes of this meeting.